Good morning guys, Martin here. So I apologise if you were trying to join the live. I didn't even know you were coming on if you were trying to do it. The connection was just kept cutting me off, or it wasn't telling me who was on or not. So I'm just going to quickly go through in this video what me and Danielle were going to talk about. Danielle's extra busy with the new house she's got just now, so she wasn't even going to join us. So what I was going to do was go through the questions and I was going to answer, give you my opinion and my answers for each question. Okay guys, so I'll just go through them nice and quick. So something I was talking about with Danielle was starter packs. So she is doing starter packs for myself and my personal training guys. I've asked her to do. What it's for is it just helps them stick to a structure. So this structure will be like an in-depth, so to speak, step by step, a way someone's done it who's been in the business for a while. So it'll definitely help these guys. Basically a really up-to-date health screening form, stuff like that, things they need to really go through, and just how a structured session goes for a personal trainer who's been doing it for a long time and picked up loads of different things from different mentors. So that'll be very helpful, and I hope she goes on to sell these, because I feel like when I came out as a personal trainer, it was hard to find a mentor at the very start that would help you out with the paperwork side of things. It was always just like, just go, get clients, which always isn't a good thing all the time, but that's how you learn on the job. But if you had that tool just to start off, I feel like it made a big difference for myself. Next part we have is who motivates me and inspires me. So because we're only talking about fitness, because there is loads of people, but within the fitness industry, there is one local person who inspires me, and he was my mentor slightly after I left college, and I picked up loads of things that I still do today from him. His name's Andrew Armour. I spoke about him in the last live, and he basically, he's sending out workouts for you to do, and you donate like £2 or something, and he uses that money to go and buy like our hospital round about here, so Inverclyde Royal, he buys them water and stuff, because for some reason their water's been stopped, so he goes and drops them off there. And he's also doing a lot more other places as well. I forgot the name of his company for some reason in my last live, so I want to make sure I give it a shout out and you guys check it out. It's called the Urban Fit Company, and he's definitely, check him out on Instagram. He is a busy man, and he's got a great business head on him, because he's always had a plan on what he's doing and where he's going. So that is just one. So I could go on for more, but I just wanted to cover what was going to be in that live. We were talking in the last live about a problem client. But this time I want to talk about a good client that just basically stuck to everything you had to do and got the results they were looking for, because they were following you word for word. So the one I was going to talk about was Donna. Some of you may know her, some of you may not, but she stuck to absolute everything, and we kept it as basic as possible. We done all compound lifts, and we stuck to calories, and that was it. That was all we done, and she's lost over £50 now. So she's absolutely loving it, but she's not really caring about weight loss anymore. She's quite caring more about the lifting aspect, getting fitter, getting stronger, which is great, because once you get caught up on the scales, always looking at the weight, it throws you off when you're just trying to change the shape of your body, which may not change the weight on the scales. So that is something she is working towards now. She's still with me, so to speak, so we still talk a lot, and she still uses the gym that I work, so we see her all the time, and she does do the odd PT with me still now and then, just to check in and make sure she's working. After that, we have the hardest workout we've done. That's what we were talking about. So the hardest workout recently I've done, if you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen a small snap of it, was the home triple CrossFit workout. It is 300 tuck jumps, 300 burpees, and 300 squats 4 times. Check my Instagram and see the state I was in. It was an embarrassment. I was dying. The good thing about the workout is it is just basically mind over the body, because the body will just totally quit on you and you're absolutely dying, and you just have to keep pushing just to get those reps in. It was tough as. And the last point we were going to talk about is we were going to talk about CrossFit and qualifications. So that was something we said the last time we were going to talk about, so I'm just going to give you a quick opinion of mine on both. So CrossFit, I feel like it is definitely the new way of training. A lot of people won't agree, but it depends on what your goals are. For functional fitness, I definitely think it is the way forward. It's something I will definitely be continuing myself. If you're in Greenock Inverclyde area, there's someone called, it's Caber CrossFit. The guy's name is Ross. Check him out. I worked with him only for 2 weeks when I had 2 weeks holiday off, and I signed up with him because just to check out and see how CrossFit was done properly. And totally blew my mind with fixing technique, fixing my squat, how I should squat, how to brace properly, all these small little things that and cues that I didn't know anything about, and I feel like he'd have been a great mentor to learn more from. I just didn't have the time. So just because of my work life and family life, I just couldn't make the classes anymore. But definitely when I've got time, I'm going back to him. Definitely check him out, guys. Totally changed my squat. It's fantastic now. I don't mind squatting. I used to hate it, but learning all the small cues and things from him, it's totally changed it, made it slightly easier. So yeah, CrossFit, don't think that it is all doing flying pull-ups and all climbing ropes and stuff like this, because it definitely is not. There's 3 different levels every time you go to any class. There is a beginner, intermediate and advanced, so to speak. That's not what they're called. I think it's called the Maverick, and the workout of the day, and then you've got the beginner one. So it's all about quality and the quality of the movement. You want to do it as best as you can. So if that means that you're not using weights and you're just using body weight, or even if you're using something to assist yourself, that is what you will do. And these are all structured and put in place. So don't feel like if you like going to a CrossFit class, well, if you may have went to a CrossFit class before and that's what you've done, you've just been flung at the deep end, this is what you're doing. That's not how Caber CrossFit does it. So if you check out Ross, guys, Caber CrossFit, fantastic, man. And then we're talking about qualifications. So a lot of people feel like they need certain qualifications to do certain things, to train certain people and do things like that. So my opinion on that is it just depends on where you're going with it. If you feel like that's your future, if you're pushing that way, then definitely that is the way to go. But as I said in my last live with Daniel, was I created wasn't just myself, obviously it was my team as well, but as a team we created our own water aerobics class. So we have exercise to music qualification, we are all lifeguards, so as long as we can keep that class safe and effective and everyone's enjoying it, then there is nothing wrong with how you do it. And also as long as you risk assess it and do all those things, that is it. Because why would I go and get a water aerobics certificate when I'm doing the same thing in a gym, but then I'm just putting the guys in the water, and I'm also a lifeguard, which means I can save them, and also I have someone sitting at my reception ready to lifeguard if I need a hand, if anything like that was to go wrong. So it's always measures that can be put in place, and I feel like with certain qualifications that you can make certain classes. There are ones out there, I'm not going to mention them, but you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. These can be made from the qualifications that you have and that you gain through college, or just your basic exercise to music gym instructor, things like that. You can make your own classes through these things. You just can't be called whatever the mainstream names are called, but you can change that and flip it on, give it a flip on yourself and run it. Don't get me wrong, it will be frowned upon. A lot of people don't agree with what I'm saying, and there's a lot of higher up people that don't agree with what I'm saying, but sometimes it's not always best to go by the book, because they're all business people and they're all looking for cash. So sometimes you feel like they got your best interest, but sometimes they really don't. It's literal just for cash. So be very careful and make sure if you are going down that route and there's something you're going to do, what to do is get a book on it first and learn as much as possible out of that book. Then if you feel like the course, you need a course after that, then go do a course. Guys, that's everything we were going to cover. We would have went more in depth. I just try to rush this video so I can get it out there for you guys, because I feel like I didn't get a chat to live. I didn't get you guys to ask me any questions or anything along those lines, which sucks. But hopefully we'll get this back up, and we'll get Danielle there with us as well, so she can elaborate on these and also answer that top question about the starter packs, because I feel like they are a great idea. And just before I go, quick shout out, I am wearing the Ultimate Sportswear logo again today, so I won't be wearing them in all of them. It's just my running gear, and I will be running today, so I just get my running kit on until my run is done. So yep, got it on there. Definitely check them out. And guys, I will see you in the next one. Hopefully the live will work next time and we'll have no breakdowns. So see you guys later.